Ready? Roll cameras. And action. Hi, Christchurch of Oakbrook. I'm Jazz, and I'll be your host today for this episode of Project Video Missions Trivia. Now, are you ready? So, let's get started on question number 1. Where are the biggest populations of unreached people in the world? Is it A, the Middle East, B, USA, or C, Asia? Do you need a clue?
There are currently 2.7 billion unreached people in Asia. That's more than a third of the world's population. Why are there unreached people? They are so remote, no one ever visits. Their government persecutes Christians. Their culture has rejected Christianity as a white man's religion.
So if you chose C for Asia, that's correct. So now that we know that there's a lot of unreached people groups in Asia, question number 2 is, who is most likely to reach them? Is it A, someone from the same culture, B, another Asian, or C, an Australian? Do you want a clue?
Every weekend I go to the camp and to show the movie and also share the gospel to them also, so they enjoy it and they expect me to come regularly to show the movie show with them. Yeah, I just pass by the road and then I see that place. It will be very good if I show the movie because there are many people around there, and then like every evening or like evening time they used to gather in that place. So I just randomly ask them that, here is a good place, so whether I can come and show the movie here. So they say, yeah, of course you can. And also I find out that they are very bored, they have nothing to do because this time they cannot go out also, right? So they all have to be in the camp. If I show the other movie, they can still be bored, but they have never seen such a long movie in the Korean language. We're trying to do as much as we can to be professional. So they like their own language and then their own people acting in a movie, and then they want me to come back and then show another movie again. I guarantee them that I will come twice in a week. So next time I'm planning that I will also take the team that like every weekend they go for the evangelism there. So maybe next time I will join with them so we can go hand in hand.
The answer is A. Someone from their own culture is more likely to be accepted when sharing the gospel because both the messenger and the message will come in a form that they're familiar with. So then the next question is, what is the most effective way to share the gospel to all? Is it A, give out Bibles, B, go there and preach, or C, use audio visuals? Do you want to phone a friend?
Majority, up to 80%, cannot read the Bible, so they need to see and to hear from our dub video.
When people see the videos, they react differently. Some, for the first time, they're able to visualize the context of the message. They see the people, they see the clothing, they say, hey, they're like us. On the other hand, they see Jesus for the first time, they say, he's a friendly guy.
In the refugee camp, when they saw this film, they said, wow, Jesus speaks Korean.
When the Aka people see the videos, they love it.
And for many of these people that cannot read or write, it's the only time that they're really able to visualize the gospel message.
ဒါလည်းပိုလိပိုလဲတစ်စက်လိတဲ့ပမာတစ်စက်ပါပနာတပွားပါပုကွာလိတစ်စက်ပါတော့အဟိလာဒါလည်းခွတ်ပေးတယ်ကကြကြွားတဲတာဖြစ်နေဒီနေ့ဖခါပြီးတဲတာဒီနေ့မနွေးတော့လည်းပစာဘူးကြီးနာခုတော့အားသာချက်အစညာအားသာချက်ဘာလဲဘာကတဲ့တနာဟုဖကံဖီဒီပါနဲ့အနာတပွဲပါမောအလက်ကွာတို့ပတာနဲ့ကနာဝဲတာကနာမမဲမူးကြီးမောခိုင်နေကောကာဝဲတာတကယ်စားလောကဘေ
That's right, the answer is C. Audio visuals. As you saw, a lot of people can't read and sometimes there are no churches around them. However, media can be easily shared widely. It also helps if the message is made by someone in their culture and in their mother tongue. So the last question is, how do we make videos to impact Asia for Christ? Do we A, bring in Hollywood? Or B, train up locals? C, give out cameras? Do you need a hint?
Majority, 2/3 of all Christians in the world are from the global south, which is Africa, Asia, Latin America, Oceania.
So, it seems in the bigger picture, the church in Asia is part of the growth of Christianity in the global south, and they need to be able to tell their own stories. So here in Chiang Mai, Thailand, we have a group of trainers and we travel to teach our teams in their location so that they get used to working with their own equipment and their own people group. We also lend them some equipment for specific projects. Then when we see that they're ready for ongoing video production, we begin a full partnership. We buy them their own set of audio and video equipment and help them out with on-the-job training. Now the cost of doing these productions, paying the salaries and sustaining the ministry lands on our partners. But our aim is to train them to the point where they are fully developed teams capable of creating any ministry resource needed to disciple their people group. Yes, that's a trick question. The answer is C, give cameras, and then B, train up the locals to use the equipment they've just received so that they can make evangelistic and discipleship resources in their language. So that's basically the work of Project Video. So now for the bonus question, what can you do to fulfill the Great Commission? Do you need a clue? So not everyone may have as many unreached people groups around them as we do here. However, we believe that missions is the responsibility of the global church. So what can you do? Well, I'm going to challenge you the same way I was once challenged by a preacher named Tony Campolo. He said to just take that one step outside your comfort zone. Just pray about what God might be calling you to do, and even if it's uncomfortable, give it a try. So how do you start? Well, firstly, you should pray for missions, and also pray about where or how God might want you to serve. Then you could go on a mission trip to get a hands-on experience of what God is doing around the world. So when I thought about what was most uncomfortable for me, it was to go to China. So I did it. I went there on a 2-week trip, and that ended up with me feeling called to the lost of Asia. So you never know. If you go, you might find yourself called back there for the long term. But lastly, not everyone ends up being called to go, but you can always support the Great Commission by giving to ministries that are on the field and proclaiming the gospel, because the Great Commission was given to all Christians. If you'd like to find out more, go to our website at www.project-video.org. So that's all, folks.